Yo, YouTube, welcome to today's video where I'm gonna talk about my 5 top tips to grow muscle. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my first tip is all about workout volume. And what workout volume is sets multiplied by reps multiplied by weight. And one of the most important factors of hypertrophy or muscle growth is the ability to increase workout volume over time. So let's use the bench press as an example, okay? Let's just say one day I go into the gym and I bench 5 sets of 10 on 100 kg. So 5 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 100 is 5,000. So my total workout volume for my bench press is 5,000 kg. So to increase the size of my pecs, I need to increase this workout volume. And I can do this by increasing the sets, the reps, or the weight. So let's just say I go in a couple of weeks later after a few bench sessions and I bench 5 sets of 11 on 100 kg. My total workout volume would be 5,500 kg. So an increase of 500 kg in workout volume. And if I keep doing this, this will result in the growth of my pec muscles because the pec muscles are the main muscles involved in the bench press. So tip number 1 is increase workout volume over time. Okay, so tip number 2 is all about workout intensity. And what workout intensity is basically the percent of your 1 rep max that you are working at. And if you want your main adaptation to be hypertrophy or muscle growth, you should probably be working within the 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max range. So let's just take the squat for example. Let's say your 1 rep max on the squat is 100 kg. You should probably be working between 70 to 85 kg if you want the main adaptation to be muscle growth. And it is often the case that you really have no idea what your 1 rep max on a specific exercise is. And if that is the case, I recommend finding a weight that challenges you within maybe the 8 to 12 rep range. So basically when you get to your 8th or 9th or 10th rep, you're really starting to feel it. You feel that you only have a few more in you before you fail, and work at that weight or approximately at that weight. So yeah, tip number 2 is work at an intensity that's approximately 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max, or at a weight that challenges you within the 8 to 12 rep range. Right, moving on to tip number 3, let's talk about workout frequency. So this is basically how often you train a muscle group. And ideally, you kind of want to be training each muscle group at least twice a week. But for some of us, this is not very practical because we cannot get to the gym enough times to train each muscle group at least twice a week. So if that is the case, I recommend maybe picking 1 or 2 muscle groups that you really want to focus on and training them twice a week and train the rest once a week. So for example, let's just say you really want to build a bigger chest and bigger biceps and you get to the gym 4 times a week. In the first 3 sessions, you could do a push-pull leg split, and in the 4th session, you could do exercises that really focus on the chest and the biceps. So you might include maybe a bench press, an incline bench press, some bicep curls, and basically you're just using that 4th session to focus on the muscle groups that you really want to improve. So tip number 3, choose a couple of muscle groups and train them at least twice per week. Okay, tip number 4, let's talk about exercise selection. So as a general rule, the majority of the exercises that you do should be compound movements. And a compound movement is basically an exercise that stimulates more than one muscle group. And these compound exercises are especially important for those of you who can only get to the gym a few times per week because, as I said, they stimulate multiple muscle groups, so you're basically maximizing your time that you're spending in the gym. So as I said, your workout program should mostly consist of exercises like the squat, the bench, the deadlift, the Romanian deadlift, the lat pull down, rows, etc. So my 5th and final tip is a bit of an extension of my last tip, but I want to talk a little bit about pain as well. So as a rule, if an exercise causes you pain, then you shouldn't do it. And unfortunately, some people think that you know, you need to do some exercises to make gains. So there's a lot of stigma around, you know, squat and leg gains and the bench and chest gains, etc. But the reality is there is not one single exercise that you need to do to make gains. So for example, if the squat causes you a lot of knee pain for some reason and the leg press doesn't, I would choose to try and make progress on the leg press. Or if barbell shrugs cause you shoulder pain and dumbbell shrugs don't, I would choose to try and make progress on the dumbbell shrugs. So basically, it is really important that your workout plan consists of exercises that you can make progress on and that you won't have to stop after a couple of weeks because you have like overwhelming shoulder or knee pain, etc. So, as I said, there is no single exercise that you need to do to make gains. And if you can find another exercise that stimulates the same muscle group and doesn't cause you pain, choose that one to make progress on. Alright, so that is basically it. In other news, I am actually currently in Spain while you're watching this video, probably off my face drunk. Nah, probably not. Probably hungover. It actually depends on what time I put up this video at, but I'm definitely one or the other. Lol. Anyways, yeah, so that just means that my next couple of videos are going to be something different. Maybe a travel vlog, maybe a Spanish workout edit, maybe a talk on how I stay, you know, fit on holidays or something like that. I'm actually not too sure yet, but make sure you keep an eye out for them. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Good luck.